Geometry Dash is one of the most successful mobile games out there, and if you play the game normally, nothing seems odd or weird. However, is it possible to abuse the level editor and glitch the game completely? Well, today we're gonna figure out by showcasing 15 glitches that you can do inside Geometry Dash. And to start off, I'm just gonna create a level called Bug, where we're gonna showcase every single cool bug. And we're gonna start with RobTop's worst enemy, and that is, of course, slopes. So slopes in Geometry Dash are pretty cool, but if you do some weird setups, the game is just not gonna know what's going on. And literally, the cube is gonna go through them, even though they literally have a blue hitbox. How is this possible? I have no idea, but it is. Literally, I'm not clicking anything. You just clip right through this. So how about we do like a small little, like just a tiny layout where you basically just go through this. Yeah, something like this. This should not be possible. If you guys want to make a level, do not add this, because if in 2.3 or so this gets fixed, your level is going to be impossible. And there's even another one that's even just kind of cooler. I don't know why, but it's something like this, I believe. And you have to like time it right, and it's gonna look something like that. You can literally get past this thing, which looks like it should just not be possible. And it's quite hard. Yes, I got it. This is actually like pretty hard to pull off. How did I get? Oh, this looks so good. It's just, it should not be possible. That's all I can say. This should be impossible. But I guess RobTop's physics system really didn't think this through. Like, how is any of that possible? This looks like you're teleporting into like the mini wave right here, and then you're gonna just continue. Okay, let's just slopes. That's slopes. Another one of RobTop's biggest enemies is the arrow trigger. Why? Because you just have to change so much about the physics system for it to work sideways and all that. I think it's cool though, so we're gonna abuse it. So let's say you had a level like that, and then you just want to go side. What just happened? Okay, I fixed it. So like this, right? So we're just going sideways, and yeah. Can anybody explain what is going on? And if you click, it's even gonna be what? I don't know how, but some people figured this out like as soon as 2.2 came out. And what's cool is that you can even expand on this. We can like add a dash orb, and we're gonna see what's going to happen. So we're just gonna go ahead and make it a bit longer so that we have enough time, like that. It has to be it. And now you guys can see that we're just going on the supersonic speed for some reason, which doesn't really make that much sense. And if you let go, we're going to be back to the same problem. I also heard that if you're the UFO and you do something like this and add this black orb in between, it's going to lead to some weird stuff, but I haven't really tested out, so let's just give it a try. Oh my god, it's actually real. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is even worse than the currently set event level, if you guys know what I'm saying. Okay, so I kind of fixed it, but I want to bring this to the absolute limit. I want to see, like, if we just keep doing that for like 50 hours, what is exactly gonna happen? You can barely see the UFO right now, and I'm not even clicking anymore. So okay, clicking actually resets it. So also another cool thing about these guys is that in 2.1 you used to be able to change their rotation using this menu right here, but now it doesn't really work. So unless you do this, and then you can basically just completely stop their rotation. Wait, what if we just keep I want to make this even crazier. What if we do like something absolutely insane, if you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna save the level just to be sure. Okay, so we go down. Why am I going up? This doesn't make any sense. I am sorry, RobTop. I know 2.2 is not intended for that, but curiosity sometimes hits crazy, so we gotta do it. So far, the game is... yeah, see, I just clipped right through it. But how is it going to clip through all of this is now the question. Let's see. What is this setup, bro? Okay. Oh my god, you can see in normal mode, this looks even crazier, because every time we go on any of these black orbs, it just plays this effect. And you guys can see that frame skipping is already happening. The UFO is just not touching some of those, and I don't know what you guys are seeing because the frame rates might be a bit different, but I see 2 UFOs right now on my screen, and now it's getting dark. Who thought this was a good idea? I guess it was me, but you spin in particle accelerator inside Geometry Dash, bro. I I don't know why, but some people said that you can just clip through the ground if you just do upside down game mode, which I'm not too sure about. So we're gonna have to give it a try and see. Is that actually true, or are bros just capping about that? Let's just see. And yeah, I remember this used to work back in 2.1, but apparently Robtop has fixed it. Just to be sure though, I'm going to go a bit crazier with this. Okay, so I made a stair like that, and it doesn't work inside the editor. Maybe we have to be in the normal game, and let's give it a try. So this is it doesn't work. Apparently it's been fixed now. Let's go. Another thing I saw is that you can basically clip into the ground even if there are spikes. So I'm not too sure if this is straight up facts or if somebody was capping. So let's just give it a try. So in the editor, this doesn't work. So let's just give it a try in normal mode. Okay, so here we have the portal, and what? I just wait. What the heck? I was in the ground and I kind of stayed alive. I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, it just have. Oh my god, you guys see? I literally stayed alive for like half a second there. Oh, what? Oh my god, I'm actually kind of making it. This is insane. Okay, I think it would be better if you just do this. And apparently you just have to be like, keep spamming orbs for that to work. And that's why I have so many orbs down there. You just instantly die if you stop hitting orbs. That's actually facts. What? The player's Y position is literally negative. How is that possible? And the player is just not dead. Well, he kind of is because I'm so bad at this. But other than that, the bug itself actually kind of works. Okay, how about we go back to slopes? So there is this weird setup that you gotta do with the slopes, and you're literally going to like clip through it only if you click this orb. I don't know if this is correctly set up, but what? Wait, I clipped through? How is this? What? So that's almost the same thing as what we did at the beginning, but it's kind of flipped like that. I don't really get it, but even without clicking, I'm just clipping into it. And clicking the orb, even with clicking the orb works. So slopes, try your best to just avoid them. Just don't use slopes. Don't use, where is it? This thing. Specifically do not use this, and do not use this. This one, use it only if these guys are at 0. So yeah. Another slope setup is this, which I'm not too sure if it's possible, but it's supposed to basically send you up here and just teleport you through here. So we're gonna give it a try. But first, I just want to make this seem like an impossible thing. So what if we do like that? Is that still? Oh my god, how is he clipping through this, bro? Like, from what I know, if the blue hitbox touches the blue hitbox, it's Jover for you, but apparently not. So yeah, what if we have a spike right there? Okay, now I'm kind of dying because of this, probably. Yeah, so yeah, that is possible for some reason. Okay, the next one though, something like this. Oh my god, you don't even have to click. Like, you just don't do anything and the player just teleports right through there. That is, why does the player do that? That's so strange. If I ever do a Geometry Dash quiz, we're definitely gonna have something like this in there. Like, is this possible at 1x speed? It's actually not because of this spike. But without it, it's, of course it's possible. It's just Geometry Dash. What are you talking about? Okay, so now if you go to classic mode and we do this specific setup, which I might have forgot how to do, but it's basically like this, and these guys have to be like up by 1, like so, and you're gonna have this, and it's basically gonna allow you to like stick right through the block, which isn't really working now. So I guess these guys just have to be moved up a bit, and while I might say this doesn't make any sense, I have seen it work. Oh my god, there it is. Check this out. How am I going to... How is the ship fitting through here? Although it doesn't make sense at first, I think it totally does make sense on a technicality view. Why? Because if we go to show hitboxes, you guys can see... Okay, you can't see it in here, but with the mega hack, you guys can see that blue is not touching blue. So the blue hitbox is not... That's just barely. And then the red hitbox allows you to relocate like that. That looks pretty normal to me from a Geometry Dash physics perspective, of course. Other than that, I have no idea. Okay, so while we are at it, how about we even abuse this even more? So I heard rumors. So if you do something like this, and you copy and paste it, and then you do align Y, this allows you to like teleport somehow. So I have no idea if this is true, but somebody was capping over here or something. I'm sure this should work. Like, what? Oh, check this out. I just did this stair, which is cool because now I like taking things to the next level. Now we can do something like this, which should make the player literally climb up the stair. It doesn't really work. Okay, so something like this. Check this out. What I want to do now is I want to add a particle that's basically just going to constantly follow you. It's going to have a constant size and a shoot ton of particles. And the 5 is just going to follow you. And we're going to see how the path is going to look like, which doesn't really work right now. Okay, so now... Oh, what? It's literally skipping... Okay, I need to make this last for a bit longer. So you guys can see it is literally skipping some frames because this guy is just getting teleport. Wow. Okay, now I got ideas. What if we just expand this even more by perhaps just adding one more on top of it? What? You can... Wait, that's an old thing where you just stack these guys. If you guys didn't know, you can like stack these guys up. Not too sure if it's still a thing, but you do something like this, you're basically creating a teleportation portal without using portals, if that makes sense. And it does work. So it's basically the same thing, but replicated using... Oh my god, what is the physics system, bro? Okay, wow. What? No way you can go through this. Oh my god. Is that's... No, oh my goodness. I thought I had ignore damage, but there is no ignore damage. How far can we... I'm taking this to the limit, bro. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I kind of knew I was gonna die at one point because but what if we get rid of this? Maybe that's the issue. It's not. Okay. Let's see. How many steps can we climb with these guys? Because it's insane. You're like literally climbing straight vertically. So I guess this line just cannot be touching any of these guys. But other than that, the physics system really doesn't care. So whether you want to do this or yeah, let's see. Oh my god, I don't know why I died here. What? That doesn't really make that much sense, but yeah, we've created the stairs of hell because it's red and bloodbath is red also. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Another weird. And if you're somebody who has a lot of things to do, you're probably not going to end up doing whatever I just did. Why did I do that? That took so long. Wait, what the heck is that? I hope that's worth your, you know, slapping that subscribe button right now. Also, click the like at the same time, see what's going to happen. So I heard if you have a setup zoom trigger with exactly these options, especially elastic in as the easing, and you basically just loop that every 0.0044 seconds, very specific, the camera is actually gonna zoom outside of its range, as you guys will see. And this is gonna lead to some pretty funny things, especially if we put this right here and we just jump at the right time and we just watch it. Usually that's the max, I believe, and for some reason this setup makes it completely ignore the maximum value and go absolutely insane. Like, what is even going on? Okay, maybe we're zooming into the geometry dash menu right here because it's getting kind of green for me. Or maybe that's the green screen of the face reveal that I might do at one point. Come on, chat, let's reach 500,000 subscribers this year. We got it. Yeah, I want to see how would that look without the path, because the path was actually just the path was literally as big as our screen. But now, why is it zooming so much into my icon, bro? Get out of here, please. Stop doing that. Okay, so there's some white grains of sand that okay, now I can't tell anything. What have I done? Does that work in normal mode? It seems like it is. What is this, bro? My god. This is the icon. That's how small it is. You guys seeing that? Okay, I'm not too sure what it is, but there's something there's something in there inside this block. It is very tiny, and the block is literally fading away because the game thinks it's going into... Oh, you guys reading that? I am reading it. I can read it. It says subscribe, so make sure to slap the sub right now. Okay, let's be real. If this was a geometry level, right, and you decided to click jump, what is going to happen? It's going to jump, right? Except what exactly is going on? So jumping in here doesn't really work. Is that low gravity? No, it's actually a 45-degree slope with a camera rotation, which leads to this insane gameplay that nobody should ever do. Imagine having to jump on this spike, bro. That's just straight up. Is that even possible? I do not think so. Jumping this spike is... I think it's impossible. Maybe a double jump should work. Yeah, no. Nobody should ever do that. However, I heard that the spider looks pretty cool. I think we've done something similar to... Oh my goodness. Similar to this in the past. So let's just give it a try again. Yo, this is phenomenal. I love the camera rotation. Cam rotate might be one of the coolest camera trigger yet. Maybe we're gonna get like some future crazy ones, but for now I want to do this in normal mode to see how cool it's going to be. So let's give it a try, and the camera is absolutely insane, but it worked. First attempt, easy peasy. Okay, so if this is like that, the gameplay I think is perfect, and now it's all about making the level look like the current events level, which I think is Backbone Revenge or something. But to achieve that, we can use the Shockwave thing. We can just bring the W all the way down to 0, and you guys can see it looks very similar to Revenge level. This is just exactly how it looks like. And let's be real, there's absolutely no limits to this trigger. So what if we just change the strength to, let's say, 4? Oh my god, what is even going on? What if we do like 9? Oh my god, what is this? Why have we created this? And what if we just remove the comma? Yeah, the level is just a star. This is beautiful gameplay right here. If we just do that, oh my god, that's just... that looks a bit better than the event level, I must say. So if we do 1, okay, so that's how it looks like. So what if we play around with the different values of these guys? Oh my god, playing around with the inner and outer is just the biggest mistake I have ever done. Oh my god, what is that? You guys saw that? There was like a very weird thing going on. Oh my goodness. Okay, I am very sorry about this. I have no idea. I'm just scrolling left and right, and this is not gonna look great. Yeah, I am not showing that because yeah, I want you guys to keep your eyes safe, so I also do not want to go blind. I'm not gonna lie. So I kind of love the fact that these triggers have no limit as to how crazy you can go with them, but I guess some people will just end up abusing them. So some weird people, I don't know who would ever go crazy by just removing every single comma in here. Sounds very weird to me. I mean, it sounds very where is the level? Okay, most Backbone Revenge level ever. Okay, showing that is also not the best idea. I'm not gonna lie, if Backbone Revenge used this, it would have been much funnier and much cooler instead of doing that. Am I right? How is this possible? If you guys are editors, you guys know, if you guys are creators, nobody is an editor right here, right? Or is anybody watching this video that's literally a geometry dash editor? I might be tripping if so. So there's a trigger that can call something as soon as you die, and you can make it just call the end trigger, which is just gonna end the level. Yeah, that didn't really work, but it just ends the level as soon as you die. There's actually a level called Die to Win, which is what is going on? Which is basically all designed to have you die in order to win. So that's a pretty cool gimmick too. And just another fun thing over here that I saw in Stormfly's video about the bugs. If you select this thing, the ground literally disappears. And what's even crazier is that you can see how this one has a full block, this one is half of that, and this is a quarter. So full, half, and a quarter. But this spike is, you can see, it's not a half, but it's not a full. It's like 2/3 of a thing, which is maybe why there's no ground once you select it. And it also goes for these guys, which has this weird size for the grid, I mean, which I've never seen before, but it's pretty cool to drop over here. Is this a 0 or what the heck is that? Let me know down in the comment. And last but not least, there was actually a stream that RobTop did back in 2020 or 2021, where he was playing and it showed this very weird bug where if you jump on there, the icon is going to be much bigger. If you do this exact setup, you can replicate that bug where the icon just doesn't scale down, which looks so funny. And I hope it's gonna work also in here, because then you guys can use it in your platformer level. And yeah, RobTop is okay. For some reason, it just doesn't work in here. My God, that would have been too cool. And that's this video for all the glitches so far. And now you can watch one of those videos that are on the screen right now. One of them is gonna be very cool, but you just have to choose the right one. And we'll see you guys over there. Thank you all for watching.